Okay, so the next step we're going to be using is something called flash fill, and I believe flash fill is a brand new feature in Excel 2016 because I've never seen it, and just reviewing it, I think it looks pretty cool. It shows what Excel does is it uses it recognizes patterns to convey data. So, for example, we're going to be using flash fill with the email addresses. Okay, so we're going to click on B4 to select it. Okay, and we're going to type jbennett@email.com. Now, it's very important that you type that exactly how it's supposed to be. It's basically their first initial and then the last name at email.com. Same thing here. mfred@email.com. Now, what flash fill is going to do, it's an Excel feature. It looks for patterns in data, and then it's going to automatically fill or format data in remaining cells. How you can go to that is you're going to go to the Data tab here, and you're going to go over to the Data Tools section and find flash fill. Now you're going to click on it, and you'll see that the B column, it automatically populated because you did first initial and then last name, first initial and then last name. It looked at the pattern and it says, wow, we'll go ahead and make your email just like that. Now, when I first did this, I noticed that it was all wrong, and I'm like, wait a second, how am I supposed to teach my students if this is wrong? Well, what ended up happening was I spelled Bennett incorrectly, and it threw everything off. So unless you spell everything correctly, this can really mess you up. Now you'll see up here B1 and B2. I'm not exactly sure why they did that, but we're just gonna go ahead and go to B1 and B2 and delete that because we don't need that. That's not relevant to the worksheet. So, okay, now we're gonna enter in our row titles. So in cell A13, we are going to we're gonna type the totals. And then A14 highest, 15 lowest, and then average. Okay, now we're going to edit the sheet tab here. So we're going to rename the sheet tab by right clicking, and we're going to call this salary report. And we are going to change the tab color to green, the green standard color. Now we're going to go ahead and press save just to make sure it's all there. Now what we're going to be doing is entering in some formulas. Now I'm going to just real quick go over these formulas. I'm going to show you which ones you need to know. What I would do is take a screenshot or use the snipping tool to snip these formulas so that you can refer to them, or you can pause the video and copy them down on a piece of paper just so you can use them while you're going through this. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. So gross pay, which is column F, will equal hours worked times hourly pay rate. Federal tax, which is column G, will be 0.22 times, in parentheses, gross pay minus dependents times 2432. Now what ends up happening in this formula is whatever is in parentheses will go first. State tax is 0.04, which is 4%, times gross pay. And federal tax, remember, 0.22, the whole point of that is 22%. The tax percentage, federal tax plus state tax divided by gross pay. Gross pay minus parentheses federal tax plus state tax. Okay, so go ahead, take a snap of that if you need to, or copy that down. If you need to pause this video, go for it. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and start. So with F4 selected, we are going to do the first formula, which is to calculate gross pay. Gross pay. We're going to calculate the hours worked times the hourly pay rate. So we're going to always start out a formula with an equal sign. Now we're going to go to D4 times E4 and press enter. So our gross pay is $1,268.94. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the next cell here. And we are going to calculate the federal tax. So we're going to equal 22% times parentheses F4 minus C4, then times 24.32 parentheses, then press enter. So it looks like that is correct. Now to calculate state tax, we're going to equal 0.04 times F4, and then press enter. Now in I4, we're going to do equal parentheses G4 plus H4 parentheses divided by F4. So you can see kind of that I'm selecting each one of these cells to work in my formula. Okay, so the tax percentage is 25%. Okay, now for net pay, we're going to do equal F4 minus parentheses G4 plus H4 parentheses. Okay. Okay, so that's our gross pay minus our taxes. That is our net pay. That's how much we bring home. That's our net pay. Now we're going to go ahead and copy the formulas using the fill handle. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be using this as the source range. So we're going to go ahead and select from F4 to J4. And then you'll notice we selected it. We didn't fill across. Okay, we didn't do this. We selected. Now we're going to take the fill handle. This is the fill handle. Take it, hold down your left mouse button, drag down. And the entire formula is copied down. Okay, so the formula, you'll notice that in J4, F4 changed to F5. G5 or G4 switched to G5. Okay, that's because we used relative cell references. So that is how you insert formulas, and that is how you autofill formulas.